Hey there, I'm Nightmare66 and this is Full Metal Grandpa. This is our first video and I'm going to, the whole purpose of this channel is to maybe answer some questions you haven't gotten around to asking yet, or you're a little embarrassed because you're new. I hope I can answer all of your questions. And if you like this video, make sure you like it, share it with your friends, leave your comments below. And here we go. A little background about myself. I am a honorably discharged veteran of the United States Army. I am also a veteran of Operation Desert Storm. I was 13 Bravo, and for you non-military types, I was artillery, field artillery to be exact. I also did serve as our unit armorer twice, so I know my way around firearms a little bit, but I'm no expert, folks. I'm no expert. I'll never pretend to be. I'm never going to share anything on here that I don't have full well knowledge of. But I know what I know, all right? And I do introduce, a fair number of people to our sport, the shooting sports, if you will, and I have fun doing it. It's one of my, it's probably my funnest thing to do as far as shooting sports are concerned. Okay, so let's get to the video content today. The video content today is the video is entitled, I'm not professional, folks, is entitled "What's in Your Range Bag?" Okay, and this is what I do. This is what I carry. I carry a lot of crap. Okay, it's not crap. It's gear. It's gear, folks. It's gear. Don't anybody tell you your stuff is crap. Being a veteran, we had a saying in the Army: 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So I always carry a lot of stuff. And I was also an Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts of America, and the Boy Scout motto is "Be prepared." So without further ado, let's dive into my range bag. Okay, first of all, let's start with the bag itself. I got this one at a Rummage sale. It's a backpack. It's got the Molly webbing on it, for adding extra stuff. It's got a lot of pockets for organization, and I like to be organized, folks. Think of an auto mechanic, for example. They have these big honking toolboxes that they're sometimes as big as the vehicles that they're working on. And they have many drawers. There are many drawers because they're organized. Now, a mechanic, auto mechanic, truck mechanic, any kind of mechanic, they can usually look and they go, okay, third drawer down, if I pull it out and I reach right here, this is going to be the 1/2-inch combination wrench. Boom, and they got it. They don't even have to look in the drawer. They just know. Look at a surgeon, for example. They have all their tools laid out. So that way, they need a scalpel. They got the scalpel handy. They need, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on television. I don't play a whole lot. I don't play really well on YouTube either. But okay, so anyways, on the outside, I got a couple of patches on here. I got my division patch on here. The lighting's kind of bad. I had to do this on my phone, folks. My tablet won't let me upload this to Facebook, so this is take 2. 1st Infantry Division. If you're going to be one, be a big red one. I'm a proud 1st Infantry Division alumni. Okay, so we're going to start in the first pocket here. One of the things I like to point out is it's got this thing in here. You can cram a rain jacket in here, or a light coat, or whatever else, soft or whatever. You got straps that kind of cinch the stuff down. I tape up my tag ends, or I use inner tube bands to keep my tag ends from flopping around and catching on stuff, because I'm kind of clumsy, folks. Okay, so we're gonna delve into the first pocket here, and I should note that I'm not gonna pull out any ammo out of here, or because if you're not going with ammo, what's the point? Grab your ammo, grab your mags, grab your lunch for the day if you're going to spend all day at the range. Beverages, non-alcoholic beverages, folks. Got to be safe on the range. Okay, let's get started. One of the things, oh, I forgot to mention, the music in the background is 20-watt Tombstone, Wisconsin's very own 20-watt Tombstone. You owe yourselves to check them out if you're a fan of rock music. They're, I think I mentioned they're out of Wisconsin. They're awesome. They're on YouTube here. They're on Spotify, I think. They're on Facebook. Check them out, 20-watt Tombstone. You won't be, if you're any kind of a fan of good music, you're not going to be disappointed. Great bunch of guys, too. Okay. First things first, I pull out an ear protection. As soon as I get out of my truck, this is the first thing that goes on. I'm not sponsored by anybody, folks, but I like what I like. And if you hear a brand name, it's because I like it. There's no financial compensation or nothing. I'm not one of those guys that gets stuff sent to him for free. Okay, this brand is Walker's Game Ear, and I like the protection of muffs for total ear protection. Yeah, muffs kind of suck, when it's 90 degrees out and you're out at the range and the sun's beating down on your ears, get all sweaty or whatever. But these are electronic. So what this does is, I just turned them on. You put them on. Yeah, really. You can tell I'm not a professional. I'm making videos. Anyways, I can hear normal conversation with these on. So you can talk with your range buddies. You can hear commands from the range officer if the range that you're going to has a range officer. Range officers tend to get upset if you ignore them. So these are pretty cool. They got I'm gonna turn these off, save them a battery. They got a jack in them, so you can plug a cord in here and plug it to your phone, so you can listen to your range tunes. And I like listening to my range tunes, especially if I have the range all to myself. Yeah. Maybe by having the range all to myself, I go on off times. I use my vacation days to go to the range. Shooting is pretty much the only thing I got left. I rarely fish anymore. I rarely hunt anymore. It's just work, eat, sleep, fish. Work, eat, sleep, shoot. Yes, okay. I got a cool little headband on here that I bought off of Amazon. It's vented. Lets a little airflow in there, and I get to put, my name on there. So, along with that, you're also going to want to carry spare batteries for your hearing protection. Your earrings don't need to be protected, I'm guessing. I don't know. My ears aren't pierced. They were back in the 80s, but it's another day. Story for another day. Batteries for your hearing protection. Batteries, if you got a sight, I got a sight that takes batteries, red dot, so I carry spare batteries for that. Wind meter, whatever else you might have that's battery operated, carry spares. Okay, it's not so much of an issue now because here in Wisconsin, we just recently had our first frost, finally. But bug spray, again, I don't just endorse any brand. I found this in my hunt and stuff when I was going through it. And the way everything's expensive these days, I'm not gonna let something go to waste, even though it's been sitting around for a while. I do have a thermocell in here. That's also good for mosquitoes and biting insects or whatever. Here in Wisconsin, the mosquito is pretty much a state bird. I know you hear that all over, except for like western states. That's pretty much all I got in the front here. Oh, I failed to mention what I have on the outside. I got some extra clips and bungees and whatnot to strap stuff to if I need to carry some extra gear. And this is not my bug out bag, by the way, folks. Maybe another episode, all right? Okay, in this pouch I've got a first aid kit with trauma dressing, and I also carry combat action tourniquet over on this side of the backpack. Accidents do happen. They're avoidable, but they do happen anyways. There's always some. Okay, there's not always, but there's some people. Last weekend, me and Mad Dog and Roy, we were out at the range, and we got swept by some Barney out there. So you don't want to yell. You don't want to yell at the Barneys when they got a loaded weapon in their hand, or the Bettys for that matter, because I've been swept by females as well. So I'm not bagging on any particular gender or anything. Okay. Oh, I missed something. I did miss something. All right. Some ranges require chamber flags. Okay. And I think I sent away for this one. I know I just dated myself by saying sent away. I think if I sent a self-addressed stamped envelope, they mailed me some of these for free. I only have 3 of them in here. Make sure you got enough of them for every firearm that you bring to the range. I know I got a couple stashed away in some of my gun cases too. All right. So we're gonna move on to the main compartment. Main compartment's got a lot of storage space. Not that I mean to fill it all up all the time, but anyways. One thing I don't have in my range bag today is a staple gun. Some ranges, they have plywood for you to put your targets up on, and staple gun just makes it easier to attach. One of the ranges that I belong to, they actually let you, check out a staple gun like it was a library book or something. Let's see, in this pocket here, I got a little squeeze bottle of talcum powder or whatever. It's a wind checker, any little bit of data helps. Speaking of which, data on previous engagements. Okay. I try to take a lot of notes at the range. It doesn't always happen. You get the jaw jacking with your range buddies and whatnot. You kind of forget, but anything you can write down, especially with rifles, going at distances beyond your zero, the holdovers or whatnot. It's good to write that stuff down. Environmental factors, so that way you can repeat the results and not waste so much ammo the next time you go out to the range. Okay, some of the ranges that I go to, instead of having plywood for your attached targets to, they have snow fence. And for you folks in the south that don't know what snow fence is, it's like a plastic mesh fence that they put up to help the snow keep from drifting over roads or sidewalks or whatnot. With the snow fence, some ranges they provide clothespins for you. Clothespins are great for hanging out your Carhartts and your t-shirts, but not so much for holding up targets, especially on windy days. Especially the way I do my targets, and that I'm going to do target management in an upcoming video. But I use binder clips. You can find them at your big box store. You can find them at your office supply store. A couple of them might find their way home from work for you. I do not endorse taking items from your employer. Okay, what else we got? Moving along here. Pair of gloves, okay? If you plan on doing a lot of shooting with your gloves, and I don't know what kind of shooting you do. I shoot like I train like I fight, and I fight like I train, just like we did in the Army. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or a doomsday prepper or anything like that, but I like to keep my skill set sharp. So if you plan on fighting with gloves, make sure you train with gloves. Okay. I don't endorse any particular brand. These are mechanics gloves. They're also good to have. Let's say your hands are getting cold out at the range, it is that time of year. Keep you on the range a little longer. I'm like a glove. I'm almost like a glove hoarder, if you will. I work with my hands every day, and I always got a pair of gloves in my toolkit for work. I got a couple pairs in my truck. And a couple pairs everywhere. They're cheap, protect your hands, keep them from getting all, okay. My hands are pretty beat up. But. Okay, what else we got? Okay. Back to the safety aspect, I do have a pair of prescription safety glasses. These were provided to me by a previous employer, and this is actually 2 prescriptions old. But wear your eye protection, folks, at the range. God only gave you 2 eyes, and the Bionic Man, that show lied to us when we were kids. Yes, I just dated myself again. I'm gonna be 55 soon, so in case y'all are wondering. All right, so yeah. Prescription eyewear. Oh, I kind of look tinted in this video. They're not tinted though. They're clear. Oh yeah, you can see they're clear now. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here now. Dope book. Again, data on previous engagements. By the way, if I haven't mentioned, this shirt is from goingdarkofficial.com. I think it's Going Dark Official. Hold on. Yes, Going Dark. Yes, goingdarkofficial.com. They make some cool t-shirts. They don't provide me with any free product, but anybody that knows me knows that I'm usually wearing something gun or veteran related. What's going to shock a lot of people that do know me that watch this video is I'm wearing a t-shirt other than black. Okay, so anyways, dope book. All right. I was telling you about taking notes, for repeatability or whatever. I'm not going to show you my notes because my handwriting is terrible and I haven't taken really good notes lately. This is a Write in the Rain brand notebook. The ink won't run if it gets wet. You can write on it with pen, crayon, pencil, I don't know, the blood of your enemies. All right, the most indispensable thing in the world, duct tape. You use it for patching up bullet holes on your target. You can use it for hanging your target should your staple gun run out of staples. 1,000,006 uses for this. Self-explanatory. Leave it alone. Sorry, I just had to tell my dog to leave that alone because I just pitched it across the room. Oh, okay, what else we got in here? We got a magazine. Okay, I don't carry this when I'm only shooting handguns at the range. This is a rear bag for when I'm shooting rifles. And for those of you that don't know what it is, it's pretty darn handy. It helps you keep your rifle more steady. Now, this isn't to, yes, I am a left-handed shot. This isn't to absorb any recoil by any stretch of the imagination, but it helps steady the back of your rifle. The more steady you can be, with all other things being equal, you're going to be more accurate. Tighten them groups up a little bit. And, well, actually, I have 2 of them in there. In case, I'm shooting with a buddy who doesn't use one and he wants to try one out. Like I said, I'm no expert. I just know what I know. So that's it for my range bag. If you get the opportunity to take somebody new shooting, please do so. Shooting sports needs more members. I know that, sometimes our range is really boogered up with a lot of people. Introduce some new people. In this day and age of counterculture and the way society is shifting, people aren't as exposed to firearms as they were, from my generation. Back when I was a kid, people up and down the street had, rifles and shotguns. Some of them probably had handguns. I don't know. Their parents did a good job of not letting us know about the handguns, but you always saw a rifle or a shotgun or a gun case in somebody's living room. Our Second Amendment rights are under attack constantly. We need to get more people in this day and age of cancel culture. There's a lot of people that are, unaffected or whatever, or apathetic or whatever. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Cops or the private citizen. I or our United States military for that matter. You talk to your elected officials. Tell them that you're not going to stand for any more gun control legislation. You know, I don't own a suppressor, but I certainly support everybody's rights to. And maybe one day I will own a suppressor. I want to have that right to own a suppressor, should I choose to do so. Any rights that are taken, any gun rights that are taken away from you now, your kids and your grandkids will never know. And that's a terrible damn feeling. So take somebody new to the range. I've seen a lot of people recently, they're taking their wives, their girlfriends, their daughters. Heck, I take my granddaughter to the range. You know, she's 13, and that's one of the few things that we actually get to share together. We have in common is our love for firearms. And hopefully that still makes me the cool grandpa. So yeah, speak to your legislatures, get people involved. Stand up for your rights, folks. If there's somebody that's running for election in your local or state government that is opposed, you know, wants more gun control, go find who's running against them and go campaign for those people. We can't have our rights taken away, folks. All right, I guess I said enough about that. If you like this video, please like it. Please share it. Please comment below. Maybe there's some things that you keep in your range bag that I don't carry in mine. And I'm always open to suggestions. One of the great things about the shooting sports is I'm learning something new every time I hit the range, folks. And when I'm not at the range, I'm doing research. I'm reading print books yet. Yeah, I'm really old school. Never stop learning. Fight for your Second Amendment rights. And I want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you can think of something that you want me to do a video on, please reach out to me and let me know. Send me a message or whatever. I'm also on Instagram, full.metal.grandpa, full.metal.grandpa, and I'm also on Facebook, full.metal.grandpa. So reach out to me. Thanks again for watching the video. You guys stay safe and shoot straight. Nightmare 66 out.